Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Nketiah, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Tommy Sunday.
That's me.
And for the 100th time, the gleaming Tony O.
Morning, boys. Happy Halloween. When is Halloween?
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
Is it
Fuck
30th?
that. Happy 100th episode.
Happy
of
100th
the podcast.
episode.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty special, right? Yeah. I see for this 100 episode is there with the Ted Lasso look, which I really appreciate. Yeah, that wasn't for Halloween. That was for this. Yeah.
I had to. Yeah, exactly. That wasn't for Halloween at all. I should have put the entire costume on for this thing.
I will say that when I think I saw that on Instagram somewhere, you pulled it off. It was. You guys should check it out for sure. If you have it.
It helps when you can naturally grow the Ted Lasso mustache.
Definitely helps. Yeah, that's big.
My sister, when I FaceTimed her, thought it was a stick-on mustache. And I was just like, why on earth would I get a stick-on mustache when I can just grow a mustache myself?
Exactly, and you know what?
Kids these days, unbelievable stuff.
Oh, yeah, they won't appreciate it, but it'll be gone in a day or two. Yeah.
No, November. Just gotta keep it for November next.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta if you do November, you gotta restart it though. No.
Do you? I never do that. I just keep it going.
So.
I just keep it going. So yeah, I use it as an excuse to be sloppy for the month. So yeah.
Well, see, because I have this, I can just let everything else grow in, which means I don't have to shave for a while.
That's fair.
So maybe the stash sticks around.
Have you ever tried the old what do you call it? They call it handlebar mustache or something like that, where you let it go?
I did the handlebars I've done them for November one year.
Wow.
It's certainly a look on me.
I gotta see a picture of this sometime. You have that somewhere. But yeah, all right.
No, it's there. It's not from that long ago.
All right.
4 or 5 years.
Enough
maybe.
talk about mustaches and November and all this.
You
When
sure?
I was having so much
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You sure?
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
You know what? It's gotta be fucking fate that on our 100th episode we are blessed with the Manchester Derby, and it's a Manchester Derby.
Hey.
Absolutely shit themselves.
There was also a West London derby. I'll have you know. Yeah. It was Chelsea Brentford, was it?
Ah,
not?
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Forgive me too.
None of the other
forgetting
games
that.
this weekend registered with me.
Nice little symmetry with our scorelines as well. United conceding 3, Chelsea conceding 2, Arsenal scoring 5. Nice little balance. Yeah.
Where's the symmetry? Fuck, I see it now. Okay. Yeah.
It would have been better. It would have been better if it had gone 4-4-2, but you know.
Nah, we don't care about that. Yeah.
I care about that.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Man United 0, Man City 3. Welcome to everyone who apparently only listens when there's a Manchester derby on, because nothing seems to spike our listenership like United losing in a derby
Glazers out.
or losing to Arsenal. So,
Yeah.
you know, I appreciate Man United driving our content.
Most expected result of the season, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
so comfortably. Before this game, like in our group chat, I put that United should just forfeit and take the 3-0 loss. Could have saved all of us some time.
To be fair,
Saved all of us some bother.
it really felt like you guys didn't turn up, so that might just have been what happened. To be honest, I don't know. It felt like an away game for you guys. Just no atmosphere at all. No
Dead.
like
Just absolutely
dead
like,
performance. Yeah.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where to.
Where do you start?
Where do you-
Well,
What do you want to
let's,
start with?
I mean, I guess we should talk about the first City goal, the penalty conceded by Højlund on Rodri, where Rodri's running in on a free kick. Højlund has a tug of the shirt. Rodri goes down. I mean, I was mad about it when it happened because it happened in a 0-0 game. I don't think it affected like the end result particularly. But Jesus, we're never going to see that penalty get given again, and I haven't seen that penalty get given before.
You know the last time that happened? It was McTominay. I don't know. Maybe it was Thiago Silva he fouled. That was the last time I remember seeing that, when you guys, Casemiro scored the last minute equalizer against Chelsea.
So about a year ago.
Yeah, it always happens in
Alright, so-
big games, like when referees just decide, I want to be important today.
My thing was because they go on about clear and obvious this and that.
Yeah.
Why are we stopping the game 2 minutes later to go back and
The
check
ball
this
didn't
out?
even go out.
Like it's not clear and obvious.
It didn't, at that point, the ball doesn't go out. The ref is just like, okay. At that, once the VAR tells the referee he has to go and see it, like there's no way he's not going to give it. Especially the way they have it in
No,
every time.
100%.
Like, don't get me wrong, it is a foul, right? It's a foul in the box. But in that same game...
It's the kind of thing where if you start giving that as a penalty, you're going to get one at just about every...
Maguire does it
kick and corner.
every time in the box. Maguire does it.
Maguire did it.
To
Maguire did it
Haaland.
worse than
He
this
did
game.
it to Haaland, like, 30 minutes later. It's just...
Also, I would like to... That stat that was going around, I think last week or something, about Maguire's, like, win rate and all that. Please let this game put that stat to bed. Because it was annoying me so much that I went back and checked all the games he's played in that run that Sky Sports mentioned. The best team he played was West Ham last season.
Did you win?
Well, that was the thing. In that run, they were just like, "Oh, he's won like 90% of his games," and I'm like, "Yeah, because the best team we played him against was West Ham."
And they were shit last season, so yeah.
I think West Ham and then maybe Villa in the League Cup, so possibly like a second 11. So can we please put that stat to rest? Like he hasn't magically become good.
It'd be nice if you guys could put Maguire and Evans to rest too. Yeah, they've had their moment. They've had their games when that's it. You know what
So
I mean?
wait,
Like,
Varane was fit.
The team selection.
Varane was
Yeah,
fit.
I thought when I saw the lineup, I assumed Varane had picked up an injury, but then he's saying it's tactics. Motherfucker, what fucking tactics?
And then
are
he
these?
removes Amrabat. Like, if he said he took Amrabat off because Amrabat's on a yellow and he's protecting him, okay, maybe. But he took him off for tactical reasons because they needed to become more offensive. Like, your coach is lost, man. Like, he's not making any sense at this point. Like, look.
No, I mean,
you listen.
we look so, like, the first half at least, like, is 1-0. We had a couple of threatening counters.
Højlund should have done
City
better.
obviously looked better.
I think Højlund should have done better.
No,
with
what
his
Højlund should have done is he should have gone down
Or,
when
yeah.
Stones put his arm on him, because that's
A red card.
apparently what you should just do. But yeah, there was like a possible something there, like not embarrass ourselves level of play in the first half. The second half was fucking atrocious.
It was.
Like start to finish.
Well, who's going to win the ball back?
Yeah.
Who is going to win the ball back when you've taken Amrabat out?
We've taken off our defensive midfielder. We did.
Like, if you
It's
had...
not gonna be
If you had
Varane. He's not
Casemiro
a
and
defensive mid.
Amrabat, like if you had Amrabat, Casemiro fit, it would have been both of them, surely, to play. So that you can win the ball back,
Has to be.
have a defensive base. He removes Amrabat, he plays Mason Mount beside Eriksen. You are asking to be slapped at that point.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I love that second goal that-
they're not going to get the ball back.
I love that second goal, and then Haaland just wide open back post. Like
He was
they all
wide
rushed.
open
What I
back
did
post
it
the
for.
whole game. He
It
kept
was just
missing.
crazy to me.
He kept
Like,
missing until he scored, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, actually, the one guy who did come out with crowd was Onana,
Onana,
because
yeah.
he made like 8 saves in this
yeah,
game.
it would have been worse.
The one on Holland was
was
particularly
excellent.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The back post.
Yeah,
header.
But good to know. Once our keeper figures his shit out, the rest of the team just falls apart. So
I
Cannot come together.
kind of
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it's Man United, man.
I kind of feel like
what a
this
team.
is this the beginning of the end? Like, where did United go from here? Because this was the last coach that could make this work.
I was gonna say, I was like, okay, a couple of people that have asked me, I can't remember if it was you guys or not, asked me, they're just like, oh, are you Ten Hag out yet? And who did we bring in?
Hey,
Like,
Rooney.
legit question. Oh, Rooney's getting booed off.
Yeah,
the field
he's
for
doing a
Birmingham.
bang up job at Birmingham. Yeah, was
To be fair, they also sacked a manager that was doing well to bring him in, which is
crazy.
stupid.
I need to look more into that story because it makes no sense to me. A bit like Bournemouth.
But Man United, if hypothetically they sack Ten Hag today, Who would you bring in?
Conte.
No way. Conte wouldn't
Fuck
last
off.
5 games in that team.
That's why
chance.
I'd bring him in, because it'd be hilarious for us.
Tommy, don't you laugh too much. We'll get to you.
I'm laughing at it. I'm already laughing about that in my head too. You know what else I'm laughing about? That you guys spent, was it 55 million on Mason Mount? 60? I can't remember now. I'm still laughing
It
about
could be
that.
worse. Could have spent 85, 90 on Anthony.
Oh my god. What was his problem with
Useless.
Doku at the end? Like, come on.
It was no problem. It's just, I mean,
Well,
I saw a
his
lot
problem
of
in general? What is his problem in general?
I
saw a
don't
lot of-
get it.
It's just
a lot of really, tweets about fighting back, and I was just like, yeah, he's got
He
that
ha-
image now. Yeah.
There was this stat somewhere that he's got. Oh yeah, I found it. Anthony's got more yellow cards than goal contributions in his Premier League career.
Oh, it's not that hard. He has like
that does not surprise
two
me.
goal contributions in his
Yeah.
Premier League career. Worst signing, pound for pound.
He's got one assist this season, I think.
He has an
and
assist this
probably
season?
Like 3 or 4 yellows.
Wow.
They brought up the stat of United's like forwards performance in terms of goals and assists. I think he had 1 assist. I assume he mishit a shot after cutting it. At at some point.
Worst signing, pound for pound in Premier League history, I think. Well, you can.
He's up there.
He's
I
up
think
there,
so.
yeah.
He is absolutely up there.
Ow.
When you consider all the factors, like we could have gotten him cheaper earlier in the summer.
Yep.
When you consider the level of play he's shown, and when you consider he came in under the same manager, so he should have less of a betting in period. Absolutely. Just shit.
Yeah.
Add him to the pile.
Yeah.
Another shit United signing in the pile.
Agent 007 as well. He's on his way. Hoyland.
Hoyland?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hoyland is one of our top goal scorers this season in all
I was
competitions.
gonna say
I'm-
he's done something.
Hoyland
By
is
all
one of the guys that
competitions,
I'm
he's
not-
one of your top
I'm not
scorers
stressed.
in one competition, not in the.
He's got 3 goals in 11 games. If we want to do the same thing that we did with Sancho and Anthony, come on now. Like Sancho and Anthony were legit providing nothing. I'm okay with Hoyland so far.
Okay.
Man.
Of the many problems in the team, he's not something I'm worried about.
I just remember saying that he is a kid who does not have a track record of scoring goals, and you're spending 70 million on him. It doesn't make sense. And he has now played 7 games. He has not scored.
No, we absolutely overpaid for him. Like that was we knew that from the start. But he is also not the problem right now.
Fair enough.
You know,
Rash,
you would.
yeah, you
I was
can
gonna
look at
say,
anybody.
yeah.
to be
Before
honest.
Oh, like we can start going down the list of the entire starting 11, and then we can get to the bench too. Probably, go Rashford, 1 goal in 9 this season, not playing well, hasn't played well since the start of
Contract
the
signed.
season.
Contract signed.
Contract signed.
1 in 12 is the actual.
He's always been streaky, but this is a particularly bad streak. Then what else? Who else did we play in this game?
Martial came off the bench. Yeah, that happened.
Congrats to him. You get paid, son. Where else
Williams.
do we go? Who else do we fucking play? We
Lindelof.
had Lindelof at left back because I don't know, but
He doesn't
Why
like
not?
Regulon anymore.
yeah, I was just like, all right, I get it. He's our 3rd choice left back, but it's better than not playing a left back at left back. Like Lindelof, I'm like Lindelof's not even left-footed. Like, this is like, how do you think this is gonna go? Centre backs, we've talked to death about Maguire and Evans. Right back, Dallo is what he is. He's a mid-level player, and we get mid-level results out of him.
No,
I think that's our entire starting 11. No, it's just anytime I see McTominay drop into a double pivot, I'm like, why are we even trying this? Anytime he comes back, I'm like, stop, please stop. He had a good shot in this game, and that's all the positive I can say.
He is
Goalie, I think
much
it was.
better closer to the opposition goal. He shouldn't be.
Yes,
He's barely a
like-
midfielder at this point. He doesn't midfield.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
I
I think that's our entire starting 11.
It
I
is.
didn't mention Ericsson. Ericsson Actually, Ericsson's been okay this season. He's old.
He's doing his best.
There's only so much you can ask him to do.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can ask him to do. Poor guy.
It is so tough to talk about United at this point because I feel like there's nowhere to start. Like, this is why Neville always talks about the owners.
It's a snake eating itself.
You see Jamie Carragher say,
if
the Glazers fix the roof, you guys will start playing good football. It's just like, oh man, I don't know.
Hey, at least people wouldn't get rained on while watching this shit then.
Just don't turn up. If you know what's gonna happen at this point, just don't turn up. Stay at home. Stay at home, kids. Yeah. Stay in the warm weather or the warm environment of your homes.
I don't think there's any warm environments in Manchester.
This is true. We can move on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to say. I guess we haven't talked about City at all.
Right. Yeah, they won.
What is there to say?
Congrats. Was it Holland who got the third?
Oh, we didn't talk about Pellistri. I enjoyed Pellistri's pregame chat. You didn't see him winding up Guardiola?
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
More Man United
Not see any City fans around.
jerseys, yeah.
Tell you what, that's the most amount of offense we got in. So well done, Pellistri.
Yeah.
Impact.
Pep now knows who Pellistri is, so good for him.
I will say that I appreciated the second goal going in very close to the start of the second half, because that meant I could mentally check out earlier and switch over to watching NFL, because I could have the NFL on the big screen and then whatever that shit was on my small screen. Love that. Good timing, boys. Keep it up.
Wait, we got one more stat.
Nothing else.
We got one more stat. Haaland's got 11 goals this season in the Premier League. United have 11 goals in the Premier League this season, so they're right on time. Yeah,
they're keeping up.
I'm shocked we have 11.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Who has our 11 goals? Go down the list. Tell me who has the goals.
I can't tell you that, but I can tell you.
McTominay has like 2 or 3 in the last month.
Casemiro probably has one.
Casemiro probably has a couple.
Rashford has one.
He probably has 2.
Rashford has
one.
Maguire has one. Yeah.
Okay.
That was Champions League. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. Bruno.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bruno has one for sure.
Maybe.
Doesn't Dallo has one too, right? Did he score a banger?
Yeah.
This is sad.
Yeah, we're gonna name all the.
This is what the people want, isn't it? This is why they tune in. They tune in when I am sad.
But you're not sad. You're not sad. You've come to terms with it.
He's
Go
just broken,
yourself,
man.
Tommy.
He's just broken. Yeah, a little bit broken. Yeah.
That's a lot bit.
A lot bit? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Chelsea 0, Brentford 2. Hey Tommy, I have a stat for you.
Yeah,
Did you know that at Stamford Bridge,
oh, you guys love
Brentford
this stat.
have more wins than Chelsea since March?
Okay, Tony, do you want to give me a stat too? Is it going to be the same one?
I just want to talk about how I had to listen to Chelsea fans all week telling me that they're back because they nearly won a football match against Arsenal. It's just... And a week later, I'm watching Sanchez. Coley's coming up for headers is stupid. You don't score. Like, you concede more than you score. What is the point? It's the dumbest thing.
I saw a goal just in,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't
ago,
matter.
Yeah.
The odds of you scoring as a goalkeeper from the corner kick are much lower than you conceding from the counter.
But
it is so dumb.
No. I fully back the goalies.
I love the
up
play.
Just because it's fun.
Yeah.
Tony, why do you hate fun? Look at what you do. You're making me defend Chelsea.
I'm a coach.
Sometimes
my goalies wave to me. Can I go forward? I'm like, stay in your fucking box. Don't come forward. It doesn't, especially when there's a league points.
Enemy
goal
of fun.
Difference.
Yeah,
stay in your box.
That I get. If it was like a cup final, then
exactly.
It's like for sure you're in. I get that a bit more. I still think it's fun to see.
Did anyone in that stadium think Sanchez was going to score?
There.
Let's be honest. Did
he
you
is
think
tall,
Sanchez was?
Yes,
doesn't matter.
Robert Sanchez
if he made
thought he was
contact
going
with
to
that
score.
ball, he is skying it. He's not scoring. He can barely pass 5 yards. He's not scoring. Stay in your box. It was so predictable that you couldn't see. Listen, I loved it. Just watching him chase Mopai is just brilliant. Mopai refusing to take the shot. The net was empty for a whole half when he didn't back himself.
That's a man who has not scored for a year.
Yeah.
You can tell he hasn't scored for a
while.
It
was that game I learned Neil Mopai plays for Brentford. He was there.
Yeah, he's been Mopai. He's been shit.
Yeah, I can't remember him scoring it, but he is. Anyways, with Chelsea, it's like every step forward, 2 steps back. That's
where was a step forward? Because
we had actually, Tony. We had a couple of wins. I don't. You look at the table, man. We're 11.
I am looking at the table.
You're gonna have to scroll.
You're still not on
You're
page
gonna have to
1.
scroll a little.
That's why I'm like, where was the step forward? You're on page 2. You're still on page 2.
Tony, the step forward is winning a game.
When was this?
We did that.
Who did you beat?
We won. We've been. Fulham, yes.
Okay,
Brighton, yes.
Derby. You beat
Burnley.
Brighton? Really?
Yeah, we beat. Yeah.
That's a shocking result.
Well,
in the league?
In the cup.
Okay, no one cares about that.
In the Carabao,
no one cares about that. Yeah.
The thing with Chelsea is this. Any team, Brentford knows this. You come to Stamford Bridge. I forget Stamford Bridge. Anywhere you play Chelsea, especially Stamford Bridge, you come in, right? Play defense. Nice low block. Put in a shift on defense. You're going to get your counterattack, right? You get that goal. That's it. We're just going to huff and puff and we're not going to do anything. That's what to turn off the game. That first goal happened, what was it, back post, and Buemo put a cross in, header goes in. I knew, game over. I knew it. We're not getting back in the game. Can you remember a great chance that we had after that?
You guys are
really
not. You're only capable of playing underdog football, which is why you were good against Arsenal. The moment you have to dictate the game, you are shit. Honestly, I think what's his face hit the post. Madueke, he hit the post from the.
In the first half, yeah.
Really nice strike. But that was it, really. I don't remember you doing anything else.
The thing is, guys, Tony, this game, right? Mm-hmm. I've seen this game
a million times.
Every weekend for like 2 years now. Do you know what I mean? It's the same shit every time. It's boring. Try something.
It's really not. It's really not boring.
It is though.
I will say it's the only thing keeping me sane. Is Chelsea playing the same game again? It's good to know that no matter what's going on in my life, I can tune into a Chelsea game and be like, this feels comfortable. This feels warm. I keep happy.
I keep checking the table after United results. And I'm like, still ahead of Chelsea. It's amazing.
Yeah, look at it.
We're like a full 4 spots ahead of them too.
What is it, like 3? I think it's only like 3 points too, or something like that. So it's not like far into the points. But I feel like we're gonna be battling.
Listen to this cope.
For that mid-table. We're gonna be battling for who's gonna be on page 1, who's gonna be on page 2. It's gonna be between United and Chelsea all season. Yeah, that's what's gonna be.
Brother, you worry about like Brentford first, then come for us. There's a few teams you got to overtake before you get to us.
You've got to worry about Brentford yourselves. I wouldn't get too comfortable given. I
know. I'm currently worried about Brentford. Not.
You know what? Actually, we play United in not a couple weeks, but we play you guys soon.
Do we?
Yeah, for sure.
God, that's gonna be such a shit game. That's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna finish
when is it? You know what? It's not. It's December. First week of December. So it's still a month away. Yeah. I don't know. Back to Chelsea. It's just like I said. I've seen this game so often. Pochettino seems like he still hasn't figured things out there. Hey, Reece James played. Hey, he didn't get hurt.
You know what? You know what Poch needs to do. What Poch needs to do is bring in some fresh lemons to absorb that bad energy.
We need another quotes.
Clearly, the lemons he has there right now are not working. He needs some fresh lemons.
He looks lost, man.
He keeps changing things. He keeps changing things. Of course he does,
because none of the players are good. What do you want him to do? What's his face got injured?
He also has like a squad of 35 guys that he has to see if they're good.
Mudryk and Enzo got injured. Like, you have no creativity in your team. Enzo's your most creative player. He's a defensive midfielder.
Palmer.
Of all the players, Palmer's not. He's not
like
creative. He's good, but he's not creative. He's just looks creative because everyone else is,
Everyone's so crap that he stands out, so you think he's better than...
You spend £1 billion, you don't have a striker that's decent because Jackson is not good, and
No,
you
he's
don't
not-
have a
he's not
creative midfielder. It's like you just bought 10 or 15 of the same player.
Just wingers.
Yeah.
So that-
Sterling,
Wingers.
Mudryk, Palmer, who else? Madueke. Just bought all these guys that are the same. Nkunku. Like, they're all the same player. It's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we haven't really seen much of Nketiah, but
We haven't seen any of them.
the talk of the talk in the Chelsea speculation is that we're looking for a center back in January. That's our
Yeah,
priority
why
signing.
not?
But I'm just
Yeah,
like,
get
what?
another
Why?
one.
Why is
Come get
striker?
Harry.
Another
Come get
one.
Harry.
Why is
Come get
striker
him.
not our priority? Like at this point, I just don't get it. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like I don't know. Like I don't know what else to say. It's like this is the same like United. You've seen this game. You know you've seen the results.
It's done. You
Yeah.
know going in.
We got Spurs next. Another.
You might end up winning that game or tying that game because you get to play underdog.
You know what? Yeah, it's fair play, but
Yes. You don't believe
yeah.
it, do you?
no. I mean, for us is this: Spurs, City, Newcastle, Brighton,
Actually,
United.
That's the
5.
thing with you, and to a degree, United, but especially Chelsea. You have had an easy run to start
yeah.
the season.
And look where we are.
And look where
Easy
you
run.
are. It's
Yeah.
nuts. You haven't played anyone of note except us, really. So, hey,
And it was
let's
our
see.
best performance for 70 minutes against you guys.
For
all
70
season.
minutes.
For
Yeah.
70 minutes, yeah.
Congratulations.
I
Like,
know, that's our highlight of the season.
yeah.
I do think I listed teams saying, oh, we're going to result. Like you said before, when we play like underdogs, which we will be underdogs in all those games.
You will narrowly lose all
Will
those
you be
games.
underdogs against us?
Yes.
We are very much equal dogs.
you're
Well,
above.
aren't
Hey, you're above us in the table, so that we're gonna be underdogs.
That's true.
okay?
I guess you can't
Yeah,
you can't spin
we
it
can
as
spin
an
it that
underdog
way.
thing.
Yeah,
My
you know what?
head
It's just
Yeah.
I'm not very like I think was I hopeful? Yeah, I guess I was a bit hopeful last week. Yeah, it's gone. All the hope's gone. Yeah, I'm back in the dumps, and there's not much to look forward to, and yeah, I guess the only thing that's bright is that Nkuku's on pace to come back this year. That's good. So we're looking forward to having a proper goal scorer in the team, but
He
Will we
won't be
score
a goal
goals?
scorer. He's
will
at
we score
Chelsea.
goals? Yeah.
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 You've
That's
broken
what I'm
all
saying.
the goal
You break
scorers
them all.
that arrived in your team. Sterling was a goal scorer at City. Look at him now. Dude
I guess
barely
that-
gets chances.
I guess on bright spot is we have scored 13 goals
Bright
in the
spot.
league. Yeah, hold on. 13 goals in the league. Haaland's got 11. We're still above Haaland in the this
Damn.
way race. So
I'm jealous.
We can say that. Yeah. That's about it. I don't. You know what? What else to say? We suck. Man, we suck.
My head is hot.
We do suck, Tommy. We suck.
Yeah, that's the
We
best
suck
way to put
so
it.
much.
You know what I mean? Like,
Misery loves company, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least we're not alone, is there, right? At least we have each other.
Yeah,
for this,
we have each other. We have each other.
Oh
Yeah, fuck
boy.
you, Tony. You can sit there alone with your good team.
Yeah, Tony.
Imagine.
Yeah. What's it feel like have
We
a
have
team
the
like
power
that?
of friendship.
I like to point
There.
out that we started this pod when Arsenal were 20th in the league. So, yeah.
Yeah. I guess for a 100th episode, we gotta kind of bring it back. We had just won it. We had just won the Champions League that summer. Is that what happened?
Yeah,
we were on that
you
high.
were raring to go for this. Yeah.
Yeah, you were so excited when we talked to you in the summer.
Yeah.
Where were United?
Bring-
United just signed.
I don't know, Ronaldo.
Varane?
You signed
Oh,
Ronaldo.
was
No,
it Ronaldo
before,
season?
yeah.
No. It was we just signed Varane.
Was
yeah,
it?
and then
Okay.
we brought in Ronaldo a couple of weeks in.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I feel like we started that the season
Yeah.
before Varane came in. Remember wrong?
No,
Season
it was,
before
it was
Varane.
Varane, Sancho, Ronaldo came in the same summer.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
when
it
it
was the
started?
Sancho,
Okay.
Anthony, yeah. We should do a check to see who scored more goals this season. Who didn't? Yeah.
Sancho.
I think it's a tie.
It's a tie, both 0.
They're
Okay.
they're both on
The
0.
difference
Yeah.
is.
But I think
Oh.
if you're adding in assists, Anthony's up 1-0, then I think it's gonna stay like that. Tough 1-0 game between the two of them.
Yeah, we're not going to see Sancho play again.
I mean, he might, at this rate, he might outlive
He might
Ten Hag.
outlast Ten Hag.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, take me back to podcast number 1, please, and restart from there.
No, don't take me. I don't want to relive the last 3 years of Man United. It's been bad.
Yeah.
I don't want to relive any of that.
I do remember those dark days. That you had.
We have gotten about half an hour into recording, and we're only 2 games in. So let's get a move on. Arsenal 5, Sheffield United 0.
Well, this won't be quick. Yeah.
Yeah, I was helping.
Take it away, Tony. I'm putting a minute on the clock for you, and take it away.
Okay. Yeah, I've been giving Eddie stick. You need to give him flowers this week because he did his job. I do think he is a striker that just needs to be in the box. He's not very good when he has to contribute all around. But hey, I saw a lot of stats about players who haven't scored hat tricks yet in the Premier League. Rashford came to the forefront, but good for Eddie. Good for Eddie.
This is how you choose to use your minute.
Why not? More United content. That's what you said the people are here for, right? So, there you go. Sheffield United are bad. How did you guys almost draw with these guys? Bringing it back to United again last week. Yeah. They're bad. Derby County has a record, right, for 12 points? Watch this space. Sheffield United might push them all the way. Might push that record all the way.
They only got 1 point so far.
1 point. We're about over a third
10 games
in the season.
Yeah.
So not over a third, but anyway, how do you? I like Kiwior. He's every time I see him. Yeah. Honestly, every time I see him, he looks good.
His performances for Poland have been not so great, but
of course it's Poland.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's coming good for Arsenal.
Whose performances for Poland have been?
That's the thing, is Poland.
Yeah, fair enough.
Matty Cash looks good when he plays for Villa. He probably looks shit when he plays for Poland.
When he plays for Poland, he's the hardest working player out there. So
hardest working. You didn't say good. You said hardest working.
Look good.
Yeah.
Come on, hardest working translates to good.
No, it doesn't. Right? You're losing games. You're conceding goals. He's a defender. It's not working.
Why is we talking about Poland right now? We're simply on Arsenal talking.
You brought Poland into this. I didn't bring Poland into this. I just said Kiwior. You're the one who brought Poland into it.
All right.
I just said I like Kiwi.
Tony, by the way, your minute is
over.
So
yeah, move on. It's over.
You wasted it. You wasted it on Poland, unfortunately.
It was nice to
real shame.
It was nice to see Smith Rowe get some minutes. His first start in about 500 days or so. So that was good. Yeah, look, it's Sheffield United. We were always going to win this game. Question was how, and it was good for us to get a convincing performance. So,
have we played Sheffield United yet?
I hope not, because if you
we haven't. We haven't. Thank God, we got a nice game like that.
Don't do that.
You can pencil in one win.
Are you sure?
I didn't say. I'm not penciling it. I'm just looking forward to the game, Tony. That's it.
Okay.
We might be able to score.
Let's move on. It's Sheffield United at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, Wolves 2, Newcastle 2. Big point for Wolves, but in the process they did lose Pedro Neto to what looks like a pretty serious hamstring injury. Little stat for Wolves, every single goal they've scored in the Premier League this season has involved either Pedro Neto or our favorite Korean guy, Hwang Hee-chan.
Big loss.
They have now lost one of those two players, and probably for, I would say, most of the rest of the season with how bad it looked.
Oh, is that
I don't know. Well, it's definitely it looks
right?
worse than a grade 1 for sure, because he had to be stretchered off, and it's upsetting because I watched a bit of that game. He was getting to the point where he's running games. Where you started.
Yeah.
He's gone beyond just having contributions. He was running that game. And I think, honestly, just the amount of running he was doing just took a toll on him. It sucks because he was finally finding and developing after that. He spent like a year out, right, with injuries.
That ACL injury he had, right?
So Newcastle, on the other hand,
it's really rough. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a
Newcastle. They've looked a bit shaky following the European nights because they lost 1-0 to Dortmund in the Champions League in midweek.
They battered
they've got
Dortmund.
a big week coming up.
They battered Dortmund, hit the post 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, late on too. Yeah.
But they have a big week. They need results. They play United in the cup, right? Arsenal in the league, and then Dortmund next week. So they need to pick up results there. Otherwise, their season can start to flatline. So, which I hope it does.
Maybe they should just forget about the cup, put in the second stringers, and
no.
For the other games. No, yeah.
Take it serious.
That's the way to go.
No. They should really relax against us. You know, we're down right now. You don't need to put out the first team. Put out Joel Dummett. Put out, I don't know who the other backups are.
Tajay.
Tajay. Well, they can't. I guess they can only they can't play Tonali because he's a 10 months official suspension now for him. But I heard that he's actually allowed to train with the team still. So is that true?
That's true.
Eh?
Yeah.
Because when Ivan Toney got suspended, he wasn't allowed to for a little bit, right? And like now he is.
I guess. Yeah. I guess the FA and the Italian FA have like slightly different kind of.
I mean,
punishment.
To be fair, have you heard the difference in the way Tonali's handled this case and the way Tony's handled this case? Tony's defiant.
Yeah, he's
very defiant.
Yeah, Tony basically came out and said, "I will fight anyone."
Yeah.
And Tonali pretty much came out and said, "Yes, I have a problem."
Yeah.
I have. He basically admitted to it.
Yeah.
You know what I find funny is like, the guy's suspended, but he gets, as far as I know, full pay and to train with the team for 10 months. That's not a bad suspension really, right? Like, he's just chilling for 10 months.
He is missing the Euros, which is
He's missing the Euros, which is brutal. And he probably would have played a pretty key piece in there as well. But at the end of the day, I mean, the only thing that sucks is that he has to stay in Newcastle for the entire winter. That can't be too fun, but...
No. Some of his he has to do some community service stuff as well. So that means he'll have to fly back to Italy.
And he needs to go to rehab as well. So
in Italy. So that'll be nice.
Yeah,
that'll be fun. Yeah, okay. Not so bad then after all.
Man has to go to rehab. Tommy, that's nice and fun.
Some of them are.
What are they? Honestly, I'd be curious to know.
You need to watch your tonality right there, Tommy.
I'd just be curious to know what they talk about in gambling rehab. But
I mean, I was going to say you can go, but yeah, I don't know if you have any problems. It's not a hotel that you can just check in.
Chelsea have not pushed him that far yet.
No.
Not yet.
Next time I play Brentford, I'll be sure to put a huge bet on Brentford winning. Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Anyways.
All right, let's move on. Palace 1, Spurs 2. Friday night game. Spurs continue to stay top of the table.
Yeah, I didn't think they were very good for the first until they scored, they didn't score. How is Joe Ward still playing Premier League football?
It was a very good own goal. So
the puns are just coming out now, huh? You're making up for lost time. Yeah.
I had to go 35 minutes without making a single one.
Yeah, they really struggled. They at that point when Ward scored that own goal, they hadn't had a shot on. In fact, they hadn't had a shot on target until Son scored.
That was a nice goal too.
It was.
That was very nice.
You could see why teams are very hesitant to press Tottenham. They use the Brighton method of just trying to attract you and bait you into pressing so that they can play around it. And Crystal Palace were hesitant to do that, but they lost their discipline and they went all out and paid the price. So,
I wonder what happens if Son and Madison get injured for a spell in this team. That could really derail them.
They are very reliant on those two. They're reliant on Ricky Van de Ven because he's been excellent. He just mopped up everything back there. And very reliant on Madison for creativity and Son for the goals.
One thing that will help them is that they don't have any European football, right?
100%.
So they get a decent amount of rest in between games.
Yeah. Oh, we should mention a friend of the pod, Jordan Ayew.
A man who... You say friend. How fucking dare you? Of all the things that we said about Man United at the start, this is the thing that has me the most upset. You're calling Jordan Ayew friend of the pod. The man who should not even have had a goal. Another failure of VAR, Tony. Another failure of VAR to not rule out Jordan Ayew's goal.
For the handball, yeah. Or for just being Jordan Ayew. Which one is it?
It was a good finish, though. Good hit.
Take your pick. I would have gladly ruled out any Jordan Ayew goal for just involving Jordan Ayew. And no wonder Roy Hodgson is mad. No wonder he's angry.
Yeah, what do you say?
What do you say?
He really ripped into his players.
Oh, he ripped into the academy boys.
The young boys. He ripped into the kids. Gotcha. You know who they're learning from? They're learning by watching Jordan Ayew. This is why they're shit.
I mean, he scored.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on. Liverpool 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Comfortable win for Liverpool on the back of some difficult circumstances. Luis Diaz's parents were kidnapped in Colombia at the time of recording. I believe his mum has been returned.
Both parents.
Both are returned? Yeah, okay, that's good.
It's crazy situation. Yeah, very political, I guess. I don't really know what the political ties are with his father.
I don't know anything beyond them being Luis Diaz's parents.
But good.
But if they're both safe, that is really good news.
Yeah.
So Diaz obviously not in the squad for this one, but Liverpool very commanding even without him. Salah getting 1 goal, 2 goals.
One
A goal and an assist.
Yeah, Nunez scored, Jota scored, Szoboszlai had 2 assists.
Right. And then Salah just taking advantage of Matt Turner losing his goddamn mind.
Don't know what he's doing. Yeah.
Just charging out 30 yards out. What are you doing here, son? Man needs a visa to be that far out of his box.
He saw that Salah hadn't scored yet. He put you know what? Gotta give him a chance to get in the score sheet.
Check his fantasy team.
Yeah, exactly.
Check his fantasy team.
Good call. I bet you he's got a little Salah captain in there for sure. Yeah, Liverpool, you know what? They just know how to score goals. They will always score goals. That's the thing. And Nottingham Forest is not good enough to get some on that defense. But yeah, they must be close in the table, eh? Liverpool, 23 points. Yeah, only 3 points off. They're
top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 4th, I think.
They're 4th, 3 points back. You know what I mean? They seem to still be chugging along.
If they had tied that game against Tottenham, I think they'd be first. They'd definitely be level on points.
They'd be level. Everyone would be level. That'd be crazy. But yeah,
they'd still be behind. No, actually, yeah, they would be. I think they'd be level on goal difference with Arsenal and City as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, they're well in this title race, right? As we expected. Be interesting if they sign a 6 in January. It could be a problem. So
yeah, Salah keeps his form up.
Endo start any games? Because didn't they sign Endo to be a 6?
Did he not start this game? He either started this one or the Europa League game.
No,
I think he started the Europa League.
Yeah, he's all right. I mean, he is what he is. He's a squad player.
Yeah. Honestly, the lineup they put out. I mean, Luis Diaz would normally start over Jota, right? I would assume on the left side. Yeah. Besides that, I guess Robertson's out. Simicast plays. That's their lineup, right? Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gavin Birch, midfield.
I need to talk about Darwin Nunez is content gold, man. This man is unbelievable.
I kind of love him.
I like him too. I do like him, yeah.
The guy can't shoot straight. He just can't shoot straight. Even his goal, the ball goes in the opposite direction of where he's aiming. He's looking here, and then the ball goes here, and he's almost surprised that he scored. He's in the goal, and even then, oh man, his miss in the Europa League was amazing.
He has a meter that he uses for all his skill moves, and when it gets depleted, literally anything can happen. Because, like you said, his miss in the Europa League,
unbelievable.
Really good play to get through, go around the keeper, and then his meter hits 0. He just smacks the ball off the post. He gets very lucky that Ryan Gravenberch is following up.
Every time he has an easy chance, he just gets super excited, and anything can happen. Just no control of the situation, but Yeah. No, he's dangerous. They love him. They really.
Oh yeah.
He's so much fun.
I mean, I'm enjoying him, and I actively hate Liverpool. So I can't imagine how much they love him. Let's move on. Bournemouth picking up their first win of the season, 2-1 against Burnley, and I don't know, has Company been sacked yet?
I've checked, not yet. No.
Because I mean, the manner of this loss, like for both goals that Burnley conceded. I mean, the second one is a lovely chip from Billing from about 40 yards out after a turnover. But both goals that are being conceded are because Company is asking players who are not good at playing out from the back at this level to make these to play out from the back at this level. He's asking them to do something that they're just not equipped to do against teams with more talent than them. And both goals come from turnovers on the halfway line while trying to play across. And it's just, I don't know. They need to change something. Otherwise, this season's going to slip away from them very quickly.
Yeah, change their manager probably. But
what's Big Sam doing these days?
Big Sam.
Yeah. God. You know it. It's gonna happen. Someone's gonna hire him.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna. Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say Super Frank.
Nobody's hiring Frank.
You sure? You sure Burnley won't go that route?
I am sure Burnley won't. I am not sure Burnley won't go that route. But
I wouldn't wish it on them.
Yeah. I'm looking at the table. Just 15th to 20th is just perfect. Like, all the worst teams in the league are in that bracket. Just, yeah. Everton, Forest, Bournemouth, Luton, Burnley, Sheffield. Like, perfect.
Yeah.
Just...
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Speaking of Everton, they beat West Ham 1-0.
I don't know what's going on there.
Everton are doing a good job of picking up random... Like, they have 3 wins in 10 games.
Yeah, they're very hot and cold.
That's more wins than I thought they'd have after 10.
Like, I think they have 3 wins in 5.
Of just...
They're in form right now, no? Or it feels...
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Like, it's surprising. But, you know, they're picking up the occasional result. They're keeping their heads above water.
Yeah, it's because Dominic Calvert-Lewin is occasionally fit. that's what it is.
Yeah, have an actual striker.
Yeah. He's the one thing that separates them from the rest. Having a decent regular goal scorer. I guess in Forest, too. They have...
Awani is hurt right now, though, right?
Yeah. But...
I mean...
Bournemouth
have Dominic Solanke.
Yeah.
He's alright. But then you look at the 3 newly promoted teams and you're like, don't know where the goals are coming from. Even though Lyle Foster has been doing alright for Burnley, Burnley's issues are much more at the other end of the pitch.
You know, West Ham started the season off pretty decent, but they've really come a bit derailed the last little bit here. Like their form, I think when they have 1 win.
This happened to them last year as well. Like anytime they had to play a European game, like the next game would always be super sluggish for them.
Yeah, they did not look sharp at all. Antonio.
They did lose. They had like I forget how many game unbeaten run in Europe that they finally lost this last week.
To Olympiacos.
It was more than 10 games.
They lose to Olympiacos. Yeah. I mean, you can't score set pieces every week, right? They've been heavily relying on James Ward-Prowse. Yeah, set pieces are a bit random, no matter how good you are at them. Yeah, it's David Moyes, up and down. They'll figure something out and finish 9th or 8th. So
they'll be. Oh yeah, I don't think there's any threat of them getting. I mean, they are comfortably mid-table at this point of the season, so. Yeah. Nothing to be concerned about, but, you know, losing at home to Everton is going to sting. Another team that dropped points at home, a bit surprisingly, was Brighton. They drew 1-1 against Fulham. Apparently, Brighton have not beaten Fulham in the Premier League.
Yeah, I heard that was crazy.
A surprising
so
stat,
random,
considering, like, how good Brighton have been the last few years. But João Palhinha scored an absolute screamer from outside the box. Was lucky to avoid a red card for elbowing someone in the face. Good thing we have VAR to catch those kinds of things.
Did you guys see the elbow, the video of it?
Not really, no.
Oh, yeah. Like, it was clear as day, like,
It was a full spinning smash.
And
like,
he's a bit of a nutter, huh? Paulinho. He's a bit of a nutcase. Like I really like him. He's a good player, but
all the best defensive midfielders are a little bit insane.
Yeah. I think Brighton are struggling a bit to balance Europe and Premier League as you'd expect. Their squad is dwindling by the week, but yeah. So far, they're still
more appearances for James Milner.
Yeah, just some players I can't believe are still playing. Still playing, yeah. He's playing right back as well a lot these days. So, yeah.
Yeah. We'll take the drop points.
Whatever.
Good result for Fulham in the end. And lastly, we have Aston Villa 3, Luton 1. That is 12 consecutive wins at home for Aston Villa under Unai Emery. They are continuing to fly.
Yeah. Man, that's what are they now, like in 5th place? Yeah, 5th place.
5th.
Yeah, they're up there, and and I was gonna say, like, Diaby's been a pretty darn good signing for Villa. I think he's got 3 goals. Does he have 3 goals? Maybe 3 goals. Him and Watkins have been pretty lethal for Villa up top. They just nice balance in their team, and I do not want to face Villa.
I need to see them against good teams. That's the thing. I want to see them come up against some good teams to see how they fare. Because the only game... Did they destroy Newcastle or did Newcastle destroy them? I can't remember now.
I think Newcastle destroyed them.
I think Newcastle destroyed them.
Yeah.
They destroyed Brighton.
Yeah, but I'm against one of the top teams. I need to see how they match up.
So they lost against Liverpool 3-0. And they lost to... They did... No, opening day Oh, that's a preseason game. Where is this Newcastle game?
I thought Newcastle was earlier.
I mean,
I remember that game.
Yeah.
So they've had a good run.
They beat Chelsea 1-0.
Yeah, but
I don't even remember that.
They do a good job of beating the mid.
I don't remember.
I believe it was Ollie Watkins with the only goal.
I'd imagine
that was the game where Gusto got his red card.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I remember now. Yeah. So I want to see them. Well, I can't remember the Liverpool game, so you've already told me that. Because I'm just wondering if they're just beating the best of the rest. You know what I mean? Like the rest of the league. But which is what you should do if you're trying to make the Europa League, right? Like beat the lower tier teams. But I'm wondering if they're a team.
I do remember the Liverpool game where it was, I think Szoboszlai scored very early on. And it was like Villa never really quite got going in that one.
Okay.
Like, I think they were 2-0 down pretty early on, then they conceded a third one late.
Yeah, I just want to know if they can take points off the big boys, basically. Because they look like a dangerous outfit, but yeah, we'll see. So far, Unai is having the time of his life there, so which is good.
Wait, they're in the Conference League, is it, for Europe?
Yeah. A bit iffy there, actually. But
I haven't really been paying attention to their European exploits, so I'm not sure how they're doing there.
They lost their first game. I'm not sure how they've done since, but
I think they won their 2 after.
Okay. Yeah, so that's decent.
Cause I'm pretty sure they won on Thursday.
Yeah, they have 6 points. So
yeah,
they've got to be one of the better teams in the conference, right? Who else? In terms of big teams in the conference.
There is no big team in the conference. Not a single big team in the conference. It's a conference.
I mean, sometimes you have a team that in a league that finished lower, but
I mean, there's a few like notable teams, like your Lille's, your Fiorentinas.
Okay.
They are one of the favorites.
But they are
usually in the Champions League.
Yeah.
They should absolutely. It's like them, Lille, Fenerbahce. Those would be like
Fiorentina, I guess.
But
yeah.
I guess if West Ham won it last season, right, with Moyes,
Exactly.
We could see another English team win the conference, get a title,
I mean, the English teams have so much more money than any of these other teams. They should always be winning the Conference League.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that all the games?
Oh, that is all the games.
That is all the games.
We had to speed through them because we spent half an hour on Chelsea and United.
Fine. Yeah. Any more United stuff there, Tony?
No.
You want to share?
Stop. Have I not suffered enough? Any more Chelsea stuff you want to share?
Yeah, why not? Anything?
How many games have you won this year, Tommy? Chelsea. Do you know?
Well, we got 3 this season, and how many did Lampard get? Any wins? He got 0 wins, right?
He got 0
He got
wins.
1, I think.
In 2023.
Did he get 1?
In 2023, I thought he had 0, but maybe it was 1.
No, I think he got 1.
Okay.
He went on a streak of a while where he had no wins, but then he did get 1 somewhere.
Oh yes, he beat Bournemouth, I think.
Yeah, so maybe 4, Tony. Yeah.
Wow. We're basically in November. That is, yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
How are you still here? I don't understand how you're still here. Oh man, credit to you.
Pretty good
my
question.
My group chats are quiet now. No United fans are answering. No one's texting me. The 4 people used to check in on me, see how I'm doing. Now they don't want me to ask how they're doing. It's just like,
man, I wish you'd stop texting me.
I just love dropping stats into the group chat. It's amazing.
Oh, I know. You love that stuff, yeah. But so soon as it comes out, Tony's posting it. Sometimes he doesn't even read other people's posts that who did the same thing.
Yeah,
He's so excited.
I send the stats myself. You don't fucking read. Dumbass.
I was out of the loop on Saturday, but anyway, it's all good.
Yeah, that's what they always say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 100 episodes in the bag. As always. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 442. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Toss us the likes and the ratings and all that good shit. Thank you for joining me, Tommy.
I hope the next 100 are, full of happiness and hope and good football and higher rankings in the standings.
The man's treating this like it's Thanksgiving. It's Halloween, Tommy. This is not a time for happiness.
I'm going to use Halloween as my...
yeah, it is Halloween, and
yeah.
trust me, I am very spooked.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining me, Tony.
Good stuff, boys. As always, enjoyed the
Is
chat.
it good stuff?
It's
it good stuff? Every time you say good stuff, I don't think
He's
it's
got
good
a big
stuff.
smile on his face. It's most good stuff.
Buzzing. Nketiah's in the room. Yeah. I'll find the song and send it to you. Yeah.
You don't want to.
No,
you don't
I'm
want
not
to.
adding it
You
in
don't want
again.
to sing
I
it.
added it in once. You're not getting it again.
Why don't you?
You can sing us out if you want.
Yeah, sing us out. Nice
If you
little
want,
outro.
you can sing us out.
I'm not doing
You
that.
can do that.
My nose is blocked. I'm not doing that. Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're not doing that. Of
Mm-hmm.
course. Thank you so much for listening. And, oh god, I'm so excited for the next 100. Bye-bye.